Do we have it? Do the eyes have it? Please, I'm begging. Yay! It's working! Fantastic! Okay, so it was all if it was the background that was causing all of those problems, that's... I'm so sorry. Might have to go and disable it on all of the other scenes, but oh well. That's so funny. I'm just glad it's working now anyway. But to be fair, I think I'm happy if it's working. I'm just going to try something, you know, just throw the boat out a little bit. Whoa. Does this do anything? Oh, so apparently it wasn't the background that was causing the problems, it was something else. Well, anyway, it's working, I think, hopefully working now. Fingers crossed. You know, I think everyone here probably knows who I am now. The thing is as you may have noticed, I do get easily distracted. This is why I make barely any YouTube videos. Because I'll just end up doing something like this. Right, let's shrink me back down somehow. Oh yeah, I learned the other day that come up. There we go. Right. I probably should put on some different music, but the problem is now I just don't want to tempt fate. You know, we've had the last 20 minutes of, I'm pretty sure it's a combination of just everything going wrong. Probably my computer as well. So yeah, I'm not going to tempt fate by putting the boat out too much, but I might just mute the music just because it's kind of... You know when you've heard something 50 million times, and the 50 million from first, that's just one too many. Okay, right. So let's have a look at the chat. Cheesy Fries asks, Fortnite stream? I mean, I could stream in a fortnight, but I don't know if anyone would really want to watch it. And SofaStream asks, if you were a cat, what colour would you be? Oh, that's a good question. So I don't know how to describe it. I'm not very good with pet breeds, and this is my own pet. I have a black and white cat that kind of looks like the one from the Felix adverts. It might actually be the cat from the Felix adverts. So that's a little conspiracy theory for you all. But I don't think I'd want to be one. I've always liked sort of ginger tabby cats. I think I don't know, they're kind of epic. Or maybe like Bagpuss, that kind of like that purpley, reddy and white colour. That could be interesting. Maybe I could be Bagpuss. That could work. That'd definitely be a conversation starter, I think. I have to remember, is Bagpuss actually a cat? I think so. I hope so. Is it called a Tux? Apparently that breed is called a Tux. I love that. That's good. I hope it is. I'm not very knowledgeable on cats or pets. Really, well, this is the thing, is I know pets, I know cats and dogs, but breeds kind of go in one ear and out the other, I'm afraid. Tuxedo cats. The thing is when you say that, I guess it's kind of similar to how, like, what's it called? Mid-Journey, like, if it heard the phrase tuxedo cats might try and create like a cat in a suit, my head is just picturing that. Like, just not a real thing. Tuxedo cow. I love the phrase tuxedo cow, just because I think this might get lost otherwise, for context. Black and white cats are either tuxedo cats or cows. But that's just made me think, well, what if the sort of black and white cows are also called tuxedo cows? I'm in love, quite frankly. I think that's brilliant. So, yeah, should we try playing Doom? I feel like it's kind of false advertising if I don't, and I'm definitely realising as I'm talking that, oh, I'm running out of things to talk about. Should we give it a try? Should we find out? Is the world ready for a bit of 90s FPS fun? Well, it's gonna bloody better be. Oh, I see. There is a breed of cow called the tuxedo. That might be my favourite fact that I've learned in a long time. That's gorgeous. I love that. Something that's not as gorgeous, admittedly, is Doom. So let's try and get that to work, and hopefully it does. And if it doesn't, apologies. Now, oh, there we go. Okay, I think it's running. I hope. Oh, by the way, I should say, I haven't got a thing on the screen warning anyone, but obviously Doom is a slightly, one might say, slightly violent game. So if you're not into viscera, if you're not into blood, maybe just minimize the window. Don't quit the stream, obviously. Just pretend this is a I've forgotten what the term is, a just chatting stream. But anyway, let's go for it. You see, if I'm playing by myself, I probably would just play Hurt Me Plenty, but you know, it's for charity. Ultra violence. So let's go. I am, for those who care, I'm using the Chocolate Doom source port just because it plays slightly better on this computer, and it doesn't require anything too tricky. Oh no, sorry. There we go. I don't know what happened there. I just got a pop-up asking me if I wanted to turn on dictation. It's happened again. Don't ask. This is very much the stream that goes wrong. Right. There we go. Is there anyone left? Ooh. Ooh, okay. So the secret I was expecting to be there is not. That's fine, that's fine. We'll make do. Oh, who's shooting me? So this is going to sound extremely dumb. So obviously I'm a bugger. So I'm a Mac user and always have been. But the Mac keyboard controls are interfering with with Doom. I might have to try using a mouse. That might be the way to save this, or somehow yeah, this is not me playing super badly, I promise. But surely Worker blames his tools. You know what? I'm just gonna see if I can fix this quickly. We'll go back to this screen. Let's see if I can fix this. I was kind of expecting. I mean, it's one of those things where you just kind of expect something to not quite work, and then it doesn't. Let's try changing settings. This is what I get for being like attempting to be some sort of attempting to be good. Okay, right. I think that works better. The music is back. Yes, it's things have returned. Rejoice. You know, can I ask quickly? Was any sound at all coming from Doom? Because I couldn't hear anything, but I don't know if that's just because of the weird duct tape setup I have for sound at the minute. Right, I think that should be right. Please work. Please clap. Okay. No Doom sound. Okay, right. That is a shame. It may be one of those things where I'm going to have to be like, you know, that'd be nice, but, you know. Okay, right, that is working. Perfect. So, I'm going to have to, as well as defeating all of the enemies on Doom, I have an extra enemy to add to my repertoire, or to my roster. I've had to change the controls so that instead of pressing Control to fire, you have to press Shift. Hopefully that won't cause as many problems, but it's just going to be a matter of remembering it. So, anyway, irrelevant details. Let's get into the game. Right. Oh. This is what I was talking about. The muscle memory has already kicked in. Am I? Oh, why? Oh, easy. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Now, I should say, I don't really play very many games. I think, I don't know, it's not, it's not for a lack of trying, I just don't really ever have the time. So I like simple stuff, you know, things that you can just sort of turn on and just enjoy. Um, and I don't know, I've always had a soft spot for like the 90s shooters and stuff, the boomer shooters. Um, whether being good at them is a very different question. So, yes. I just thought this would be fun, mindless, something to have on in the background. So yeah. So yeah, keep the conversation going, by all means. Very happy to stream Doom anytime, of course, but yeah. I've been reflecting a little bit on Tuxedo Cows. I'm just kind of sort of, just the name. I'm going to have to open that Wikipedia page at some point, but I'm scared if I open two things at once, the computer will explode and take me with it, which, you know. Is there something in? No, there's nothing in there. So, to get the other secret, I should be really explaining what I'm doing, because, again, it's one of those things where it's just sort of muscle memory. But, so I'm doing some of the secrets, but obviously not all of them. The ones that I can remember. So there's one, there it is. So okay, right. I think if you go back here, oh, there we go, it's opened. Lovely. Is there a guy up here? I don't think there is. That was worth it. I just saw there's the blue thing, it gives you loads of health. I actually forgot to pick it up. There is loads of armor. Okay. So, yeah. No. Oh. Oh dear, there's some people. Time to hide. Who's... Oh. Real talk, though. Ooh. Ooh, I'm up for some real talk. Would you rather? The suspense is kind of killing me, though, just seeing it come along one line at a time. I'm scared. Where's it going to go? Infinite bacon, but no games. Or, I'm assuming... yeah, I could assume, but I don't want to spoil the twist. Finish that thought. Well, games, infinite games, but no games. I think, well, I'm not a bacon person, to be honest. I just never have been. Not a big pork guy. But if we're talking like sort of turkey bacon, that opens up possibilities. So when you say infinite bacon, I'm assuming I'd never have to pay for it again. It would just be free forever, I'm assuming. I'm going to go... The thing is I think, you know, it'd be easy to say no games, but then does that include things like, you know, the New York Times crossword? Does that include Tetris? Because if it includes Tetris, I'm fucked. So I think I'm going to go with games, infinite games, but no games. Also, just because it sounds funnier. It's giving everything everywhere all at once, and you know, if it's making you think of that, that's a good sign. So yeah, it's a tough one though. If it was like a different food, if it was infinite Korean fried chicken, I'd be banning games tomorrow. But or to make it relevant to, you know, Southampton, given this is the Southampton LGBT Society fundraiser, if it was tuck in, then again, all games just ever would be banned. Just saying. If it's between the two. God, I could genuinely talk about how great tuck in is all day. If they ever need influencers, I'm there. I'm there in the trenches. We need more tuck in, and the fact they've the fact they've gone down to 1 day a week, which is something that something that no one wants, especially the tuck in guys. But I wish it was an ad. I wish it was an ad. I wish I was being paid, obviously just in free food, but they're epic, and they're like the spin-off, like the sort of I don't know how to describe it. It's like sort of I guess the sort of spin-off wasabi, just absolutely epic food all day. Massive fan. It's annoying that vendors on Red Brick have been limited to 1 day a week. I think that's just ridiculously stupid, but yeah. Anyway, is what it is. It's no longer, it's one of those things where there's, unfortunately, what can we do about it? Protest? To be fair, I would be on the front lines of a protest to bring the world more tuck in. Probably should stop talking about food, or continue talking about food, because I just want to ask a quick question. Sorry, I just saw tuck out. The gig economy, on-demand bouncer service. Oh, I would contribute. I would make sure that the gig economy is kept legal just to help tuck in if they needed it. But they don't. They don't need that kind of help. I'm the sort of person who would absolutely slag off blind corporate loyalty, and here I am shilling for an independent small business. But no, what was I going to say? Something great. There was a point. Oh yeah, just on the topic of snacks. Now, I have fallen in love recently with I don't know how to describe this. The most epic food stuff of all time, and that's a lofty claim, but it's 100% true. I am in love with Co-Fresh chili and lemon grills. They are genuinely brilliant. So my other half introduced me to them about a few months ago, and they are just incredible. If I could shill for Co-Fresh, I absolutely would. If they could hire me to do some, influencing, it would be gorgeous. They're genuinely the best snack ever, and you can find them pretty much anywhere if you look hard enough. And they're absolutely worth it, and they're really cheap as well, which also helps them be brilliant. They're just fantastic. I would highly recommend, if you're in the market for a good snack, Co-Fresh chili and lemon grills. They do some other ones as well, and they do like a light one that's made out of chickpea, but you don't need to bother with that. Go with the original, the potato version. Right. I've just seen a message which just says, cheese. And I have to agree. Cheese. Can I ask a really dumb question? And I understand it's really dumb, and again, forgive me for my ignorance, as I may have mentioned and you may have gathered before, not the biggest Twitch person ever. Is JS Hat a Twitch thing? Is that like a Twitch word? Like poggers, and I'm trying to think of some other ones, but I can't. Which part of the sandwich are you? Just flat. Are you okay? I'm assuming that's a Twitch person. I just don't know. Which part of the sandwich am I? That's a good question. What part of the sandwich am I don't know. All of it. I'm the crust. That's it. That's me. No. I don't know. What kind of sandwich are we talking? Like a good one, or like sort of in the Tesco meal deal, which is of course the gold standard of all sandwiches. Um, I think I'd be like the lettuce in a chicken and bacon lettuce sandwich, or I don't know. Maybe like the this is gonna sound grim. Maybe like the sort of in a sort of like chicken bacon mayo sandwich. I'm the mayo. I'm binding the whole thing together, or at least I'm trying to. But obviously it's on brown bread in the Tesco meal deal, so it doesn't really work. I Oh, that was a very bad decision. Oh, see, I was trying to get him. I'm very low on health. I might die. Now, oh, I know this too well. When you stand on that floor, this opens up, and I can't remember if I think there's another door with other enemies elsewhere, somewhere. Um, I saw that, and you. Right. Okay. So I've got a really cool professional strategy for this. Bye. And you thought I was going for 100% kills. So this one you can. Oh, oh. So yeah, just from muscle memory, you can go in. You can't go in there, but you can raise this up. And I didn't realize there was a health kit at the bottom. That's just one of life's added bonuses. Now, oh, I didn't agree to that. Not too happy about that. If I was a demon in Doom, oh, sorry, just to try again. If I was a demon in Doom, would you be my friend, or would you shoot me with a shotgun? That's a good question. I think it's kind of, if they could talk and like bargain with you, then I'd probably go with no. I'm not going to shoot them because it's not very nice. But they are from hell. Oh, and they're not very nice. It's a tough choice. It's a real moral dilemma. This. Oh, fuck. Ah, no. Did I get did I get blown up? I'm not sure, but gotta love a good pistol start. Okay. I don't know. I think the thing is when you start applying like sort of morals and ethics into the Doom universe, it all, or any shooter for that matter, it all kind of falls apart a bit. Like, I don't know. So, for those who don't know or don't know me in real life, my degree. Oh, we're going to be seeing a lot of this now that I don't have a shotgun straight away. By the way. Um, right. Oops. Now, I will say that was on purpose. Okay, right. So, my gut feeling is that. Oh, hang on. There we go. Perfect. I did have a point at some point, but it has now been lost. Oh, yeah. So for those who don't know me in real life, I study psychology outside of whatever you call this, and a lot of my dissertation work or a lot of my sort of final year research is on this idea called moral injury. I'm going to sort of go into it in like very minimal detail, but it's all about like it's in the same family of sort of um, observed things as like PTSD and that sort of thing. And you do sometimes you do wonder, you know, how Doom Guy copes with all of this. Like it's he's exposed to a lot, and you have to feel for him. You know, he has to turn into this like sort of one man army that has, you know. What all I'm saying is, I just think that he could do with a good psychotherapist. Um, you know, CBT for Doom Guy. Um, I'm sure that can't be taken out of context at all. Um, this is going very well. I'm going to use and you know, I must. I'm arriving in confessional early here. I'm going to have to do something bad. I'm going to have to do something naughty, devilish. Um, there we go. That sorted the problem out. See, this is obviously, you know. See, I did the right thing, but for the wrong thing, but for the right reasons. I love how, despite having cheated, that helped me in absolutely no way, realistically. I'm just brilliant. Just to look at the chat, because I have kind of ignored it for about 5 seconds. Yeah, no. I stand by my statement, CBT for Doom Guy. There's no way that can be misinterpreted. You know, it's what he needs. It's what he needs. Doom Guy is a real man, and real men don't need therapy. I mean, yes, absolutely, obviously, you're 100% right that if you're just extremely, extremely macho, what can a therapist offer you? Or if you're, you know, sort of hiding your inner demons. I did also say, did I actually say delightfully devilish? I hope I did. I love a good steamed hams meme. I think that is like the best. That might be the best thing, or like the best meme, because there were like the sort of the runner-ups before it, like the sort of like the "We Are Number One" edits and stuff like that. That was like that walked so that steamed hams could run like Seymour does to Krusty Burger, and you know, I just think it's important. Why is that not in the Library of Congress, may I ask? You know, there are some things that need to be preserved, and that's one of them. Wait, is that Doom Guy's face at the bottom? Yeah, it should be. I think that's what he looks like. Although, my understanding is that there's, like, it's sort of just, even at the time, there's, like, no one depiction of Doom Guy. It's, like, lots and lots of different artists doing different things. But I'll be the first to admit, I don't know enough about the Doom backstory. I think I've got a physical copy somewhere, but it's in storage. Let's just say that. This is going dreadfully. I'm awful at this game. We're gonna, you know what? We're gonna cheat. See? See, don't let... Oh, I'm terrible. I love how, despite cheating, that has not helped me. It's like... I'm trying to say, it's like the sort of... I'm trying to think of like an equivalent. It's like using ChatGPT to cheat on your homework, but for it to write just completely the wrong essay, which is not something I know has happened to someone I know. I did hear quite a funny story actually about ChatGPT the other day. I was talking to a friend of mine, and a friend of theirs had submitted an essay assignment, and it was marked by a particularly harsh module lead. And in a seminar, the module lead started the session by going, "Yeah, well, I've seen some interesting results, but I had a quick go on this ChatGPT thing." And I put together an essay, and I must say it had to have got a 55. You know, it was a third, but like a good third. And you know, this is to a room of people who he's just marked as low 40s. And you think, wow. I mean, I just find that hard to believe that a computer could come up with something better than the students. But I just thought it was funny. Who knows what computers are capable of? You know, this is the very best of AI. I do think, to be fair, that if you trained a neural network on playing Doom, they would do better than I'm doing now very quickly. Probably in like at least 4 or 5 seconds. They wouldn't need the cheats to get through this bit. Doom Guy Polymorph. Let's see. I use ChatGPT to write my essays. Don't give don't give programmers an idea. Like, they will, you know how much the internet's obsessed with cats. Like, I'm surprised someone hasn't done, like, I don't know, like a ChatGPT thing, maybe called CatGPT, where it's like that, but it's themed to be like a cat or something. I don't know. You know what? We've not got long left, so I'm going to skip to the boss level, but with a twist. I'm going to try my very hardest to defeat the cyber demon from episode 2 with the pistol, with what's in level. Maybe not with the pistol, but just from a pistol start. That would be a nice way of ending things. I can't believe that I just I just fired a rocket into my own face. I blew myself. That was awful. Oh, there he is. Oh, well, that went well. Should we try again? Ah, oh dear. Oh, no. There's no rocket on the side. Oh dear. I think, is he fighting the skulls? I think he is. Epic. Now, I don't know if you can see him, because I can barely see him. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't play Mini Metro. Okay, right. Oh, wait, you can go back. Oh, epic. I didn't realise you could do that. Been playing this for 15 years? I didn't realise. Which, yes, would make me 23. I first played Doom when I was about 8 years old, I think. I'm pretty sure it came with my Xbox. I had the Xbox Live Arcade copy of it, so, you know, obviously extremely late to the party, but the crazy thing to think about is that it was 15 years old then. God, it's going to be 30 this year. Doom is going to be 30. It's just not right. So yes, I will say now, if you've got any more questions in the chat about why and who and what and where and which, now is the time to do it. Just because I'm not sure how the moving from one person to another actually works, and this is despite me putting some of the technical stuff in place. Lol. You're as old as Shrek 1. Is that? I want to say like 2002? So what, 21? God, we're all getting older. That is that is one thing that is true. It's not a thought or it's not a feeling, it's a fact. But I guess, oh, wait, I survived that? How? Am I cat pilled or puppy pilled? Oh, cats, all the way. I've never had a dog. I probably never will. They're not bad. I'm just not. I don't know. Just cats are like, they are sort of bastards, but like they're nice. They're like us. You know, it's like if having a dog is like having a small child. having a cat's like having like a sort of 20-year-old flatmate who does like engineering and doesn't really leave the house. And we all know one of those. It is like, yeah, I was going to say, having a pet STEM student. Is he behind me? Am I being approached from behind? Engineer slander. Yeah, sorry. Well, I say this as someone who studies a subject that is sort of, it is a science in principle, but it's not really the same as biology. Oh, I've just received a message. Well, I think on that note, I'm going to go back to just chatting. Obviously, I'm so humiliated that I can't bear to look at Doom another second. Or just, I want to get ready for the next person, whatever they're doing. I guess you could allegedly call that gaming. The thing is I just don't really play games very much. I do, however, run my mouth 24/7, 365 days a year, so I'm very happy to do that. Maybe I should get into doing this more. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it wasn't too hateful, this stream, or too despondently hopeless. I always do worry about those sorts of things. I thought this was, I don't know, it's a fun little experiment. And I enjoyed it, at least, even if you didn't. And yes, I will be torturing you guys with the music, though I know someone in the stream did enjoy the music earlier. So, there is that. I'm going to take that to the grave. Hold on 1 second. But yes, no, if you do have any extra fun points or anything that you'd like me to shout out or shill for or discuss, or anything uni related, please do chime in. Bridge meal choice. Oh, that's a good question. Since the refurb, or since the new menu, I do quite like a bridge panini, though they are kind of a bit bready, very little filling. Though the chicken pesto one is nice, there's just not enough of it. A bridge burger is good. In theory, the bridge kebab could be fantastic, but it's just kind of let down by how it's presented. That's a good question. I mean, I think I'm going to go with the bridge burger. I think that's a good choice, good all-rounder. I think the thing is the bridge kind of does, it's like it's the place on campus that does like nice, warm food, I think. And it's kind of like like Susu's answer to the Trago Lounge. But unfortunately, it's like, it's not quite as good as like a real restaurant or a real sort of place, a real cafe. But it will do, it works. The Bridge Mexican, excuse me. The Bridge Mexican salad bowl is to die for, oh my god. I've never tried it. Maybe I should. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong in life. Not the fact that I chose psychology as a degree. Yeah, no, I would say, I think, I do need to try more of their salads, I think. But no, I do think, if you view, it's kind of funny to think about, but if you view the sushi venues as like I don't want to say like sort of Poundland knockoffs of real places, but if you do kind of view them that way, it kind of lessens the feeling of, oh, this is kind of dire and kind of sad. Because like the bridge is kind of meant to be like, it's kind of like a poor man's Trago, And stags definitely used to be a poor man's mitre, but at this point I think it's degraded to a poor man's Fleming Arms. But it's kind of also like, it's, I don't know, because it's now kind of not gastropub, but kind of, I don't know how to even describe a refurb, but just kind of this, again, it's sort of this soulless, anemic thing. Not a fan. Big fan of aesthetics, and not the ones at Stags. Stags is worse Stags. That is the best way of putting it, 100%. Best bridge meal is the plant pot kebabs. Yeah, I'd have to agree that the plant pot kebabs are quite good. Although I do love the plant pot's take on sort of redefining the meaning of food. And by what I mean by that is redefining what is considered edible. I did try recently their pizza fries because I just thought the name was ridiculous. I had to try it. And it was just some fries with some tomato sauce and then that sort of nacho cheese on the side. I'm genuinely baffled that it's considered food and it cost £3 something, but it's definitely there. It's definitely a choice. And I hate to say it, it's kind of a bit of a guilty pleasure food. I thought it was all right. Definitely 4 out of 5, but just... Oh, however, my view on the pizza fries have been challenged. I wouldn't go as far to say this, it's one of those things where you can't really screw up melty cheese and chips, but the fact that it exists is bad. Like, it's not natural. It's just not right. I've just received text. Okay. I think, well, it's coming up to 4 o'clock, so I'm assuming someone else will be ready to go very soon. So I may have to bid you very soon farewell. Thank you for everyone who has put up with this stream. I understand it's been a bit of a technical dilemma for all involved, all parties. The audio crunch being the least of the problems. And you did have to suffer through not just my gameplay of a 30-year-old game, but also just dire conversation. But I've had fun. I hope you've had fun as well. I hope some money has been raised. That's the main thing. That's why we're all here. And I think this is it. I think, Ross, you said to send a signal, so I'm going to send you a signal now. End this. Put me out of...